everyone, I'm Kimberly from Dirt Floor Fibers and welcome back. I'm so sorry I haven't had a video in ages. I keep filming things and then never get around to actually editing and posting them, and then I'm like, but it's not relevant anymore, so why bother? But hoping to get back on the bandwagon and start posting again. And so I'm starting out with prepping for my last big event of the year. So we had and by we, I mean me, I had a really busy festival season. It was really great. We did, keep using the royal we, that's okay. I did 3 fiber festivals, a trunk show, and a farmer's market inside of like a month. So it was really, really busy. I'm like super low on stock right now. But yesterday, which was Sunday, November 12th, I think, I had my second to last market of the year, which was second Sunday in Williamsburg. A little low on stock, and so I did end up making some like little crocheted stuffies again, because I did well last time. And again, I sold out except for 2 items. I had 2 seahorses left, but to be fair, I was actually working on them during the market, and so they weren't finished until like almost the end of the day. So I'm not overly shocked that those didn't go because I just didn't have time. But they seem to be really popular. In the morning I got set up and we still had like an hour, maybe 30 minutes, I don't know, somewhere between there, before it actually got started. So I wandered down to the end of the street to get myself a coffee. And when I got back, I actually already had somebody standing outside my booth because there was something they wanted to buy and they were waiting for me to come back. And so they were really great, and they bought one of my frog plushies, which they're super cute, and they wanted another, like a little octopus. And I only had 1 color out, I just had a purple one, and they asked if I had any other colors, and I was like, well, not right now, but I brought some yarn, and so I brought out all my little velvet yarn, and they got to pick out a color. It's like a really pretty, like, blue periwinkle sort of dealio. And so I custom made them a little octopus and brought it down to the booth where they were working. They were actually in one of the donut trucks. And so when I brought her octopus and bought a couple of s'more donuts and ate the s'more donuts, that's fine. We're not going to talk about that. But she put the little octopus that she bought up on like the receipt machine thing up in the food truck. Later that day, there was this really lovely young lady. She's maybe middle school. I'm terrible with like kid age. Well, I'm terrible with everybody's ages actually. And apparently she had seen my little octopus and the woman had told her where she got it. And so they had been looking around to try to find my booth. And they're like, oh, do you not have any left? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm all sold out of them, but I have yarn. And so I pulled out my yarn colors again, and she and her brother both picked out an octopus, and I was low on the eyes that I had used on the original, so I got to pick out what kind of eyes they wanted on their octopus. And then they wandered around and came back and then got their little souvenirs. The mom was so excited. She was like, she saw that and that was like the only thing she wanted today. So I was glad I was able to custom make those on the spot, and I'm glad I had brought yarn with me because I originally was like, I'm not gonna bring any yarn with me today, that's ridiculous. And then ended up really needing it. So they've been really popular. Anyway, the plushies. I mean, I brought 4 frogs with me. I sold the one first thing in the morning, and then I had somebody come by not long later, buy the next one, and I had 2 more that didn't have a mouth on it yet. And so as I was standing and sewing a mouth on the one, a little girl spotted it, and she's like, how much is that? And I'm like, $10. And she's like digging through her wallet. She's like, I have $10. So she bought it. She wasn't quite that excited, but she was really cute. All her friends were like gathered around her and giggling as she was asking about it. So she bought that frog as soon as it was done. And then there was a slightly older girl, maybe, I don't know, I can't remember how old she was. She was maybe high school. Could have maybe been early college, I think high school. And she saw the little girl buy her frog, and I had another faceless frog that was like tucked around the side. And she's like, can I have that frog? And I'm like, sure, totally. Doesn't have a face on it. Do you want a face? And she's like, yeah. So I stood there and I like embroidered the face for her right in front of her. So they were thrilled, and I sold out of my frogs like almost immediately. So anyways, it was a really great day. Sold all my chickens. I can't remember what else I had. My octopus. Made a few things while I was standing there and put them out, and those got snatched up. So anyways, the plushies seem to be doing really well. So rather than make a crunch in this next month until the second Sunday in December, doing all of my hand-dyed yarns, I'm going to try plushies instead. I'm not giving up on hand-dyed yarn. I love that. And I'll still probably do some just in preparation for the spring markets. And I still have my things in the store in Newport News, the general store at Historic, what it was called, the general store at Historic Boxwood Inn. I don't know how long I'm gonna leave my stuff there though. There seems to be a little bit of chaos going on, and I feel kind of bad for the people who own it, but I just don't know if I can split my stock reasonably. So I'm gonna worry about that later. But oh, did you hear that? I made like a little like burpee noise. If you see my arm flapping around, it's because I'm petting him. He wanted to come in while I was filming. But then he was trying to like make a bed on some empty plastic bags and was crinkling. Do you hear that? So by petting him, I'm keeping him still. Anyway, so our goal for between now and the December market on December 5th in Williamsburg is to make as many plushies as humanly possible. Maybe not humanly possible, as me possible. So all big endeavors start with a overly ambitious plan. So I took my notebook and I laid out all the plushies that I wanted to make and how many of each one I wanted to make. These ones that look like really crazy with a lot of them, those are really small items. So that's like the mini octopus, which those don't take me very long to make. So I could like literally sit in an afternoon and knock all of those out. I say that about a lot of these. I'm like, the frogs are really fast. I can do that all in one day. The pickles are really fast. I can do that. I don't know if I can actually do it all in one day. But there is almost 200 items on this list that I want to make. I didn't add them all up because I know I'm going to keep finding other patterns I want to try. Ivan, sir, I'm working. Zero respect out of these freeloaders, I'm telling you. So I didn't add everything up quite yet because I knew I was going to find some more patterns. He's done. But then I eventually want I think he's actually done this time. Oh no, he's gonna itch. Oh my gosh. This is why I can't get anything done. So I eventually want to put all the prices when I get closer, kind of add up how much inventory I have and all that stuff like I do when I have my yarn. But yeah, so this kind of challenge is twofold. One, I want to try to make as many, it's making so much noise, make as many plushies as possible, just so I can have good stock for Christmas. I want to see how well they do because when I have just a small number, I'm selling out of them like really, really fast. But I don't know if that would be different if I had like a huge stock of them or not. So we're going to find out this year or this next market. My other goal is you can see my yarn closet over here. So the other day, as I was prepping for the market this week, was all like, okay, so I'm going to like get really organized and I'm going to, so I bought some of like the yarn like this for plushies, which I don't normally use for like my own personal knitting. I use like hand dyed 100% natural fibers and all of that. But everyone likes this polyester stuff for plushies, so I'm gonna give the people what they want. I'm actually enjoying making the plushies, so it's fine. I'm not actually complaining. So I was like, I'm gonna get everything really organized, and I gathered all of my yarn that I had been working with downstairs, and I brought it up here, and I cleared off 2 shelves, like the 2 middle ones right there, and I was gonna store all my yarn right there. Right? Makes sense. So I put it all on, and I'm like, wow. This is like a really reasonable amount of yarn. It's like the amount of yarn that like a normal person would have. You know, there's a couple duplicate colors, but they're ones that I use all the time. All the colors on here have like a stuffy project in mind for it. So it's very reasonable. And I went downstairs and I realized that I had like like 2 trash bags like this of yarn, because when I had gone to Joann's the last time, my yarn didn't fit in a regular shopping bag, so they gave me 2 big trash bags to put my yarn in, and those were still sitting downstairs. And then I realized that there had been a color that I had needed, and so I had gone to the store and gotten that color and like 3 more, and those were in my car. And so like Wednesday this week, I went and gathered up all, Ivan, I swear, buddy, stop. So I went and gathered, this is why I can't get anything done, buddy. Shh. Just ignore him, okay. So I went and gathered the rest of that yarn and put it on my shelf. And I no longer have a reasonable amount of yarn. It's a lot of yarn back there. And what you can't see is that there's still a little bit more shelf hidden behind this wall right there. And this is kind of like my work in progress mess. And you can see there's like 4 more skeins of yarn. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 skeins of yarn sitting over on my table with some works in progress. And I just got a notice. All right. And then I also got a notice that my order of yarn that I ordered came into the post office. And there was one more color that I just needed. And I didn't want to like drive to the store. And so I went online to find it. And they were having a sale, like 25% off everything sale. And so I put some more yarn in my cart, and I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to order it. Yeah, I have a lot of yarn. So after my make as many plushies as you can, sorry, the other dogs are out in the hallway being annoying. After my make as many plushies as you can challenge, my challenge for January and February is to finish all the yarn. I want to make enough stock that I finished all the yarns, and then when the season starts back up in the spring, I'll have a bunch of plushies already made for the farmers markets. And I can concentrate the rest of the winter on dyeing yarn, getting ready for the fiber festivals coming up in the spring and then eventually in the fall. So, yay! So that is my plan. Today is Monday, November 13th. So I'm actually have to look at a calendar and see how much time I have left. But I've got to go to work now. So I'm going to clean up here, maybe grab my little bag that has like some safety eyes and my crochet hooks in it, grab maybe like 1 plushie that I'm currently working on, maybe my fun little, oh my gosh, I can't even get him out, my little Nessie friend. Maybe I'll take that to work today. And then my computer's really slow, and so while I wait for things to load, I do a couple stitches. It's actually fairly productive. So anyway, I'm gonna go to work, and I'll check in with you guys later. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, back for an update. So yesterday, after making a plan, nothing got accomplished. I brought my Nessie with me to work, and I did like half a row around its neck while I was watching a training video. And then for the rest of the day, everything required both my hands and my remaining brain cells, and so that was that. When I got home, after I ate dinner, it's still a reasonable hour, and so I wanted to get something done, but I wasn't really feeling the Nessie. I don't know. And so I pulled out my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. I had just finished, no, actually I think I had a few more rows last night to finish off like the center square. And then I needed to pick up stitches around the outside edge to get it to the right size. So I finished picking up my stitches, did a couple of rows on that, still on the first color repeat though. But so I worked on that and then went to bed and then slept in this morning. Got up, took care of the dogs, chickens. I'm missing a chicken, guys. I let them all out of the coop this morning and they followed me back to the deck for food. But then by the time I made it back to the coop with their food and they all followed me back, there were only 9. So I'm hoping number 10 is just like hanging out in the woods somewhere and she comes back tonight. So a little bit worried about her. And I took care of the rabbits, and then now I'm on my way to take care of the sheep, but I am parked in the parking lot of the post office right now. I got a package in the mail yesterday, but it was inside the post office, and so I couldn't actually go and get it because it wasn't like checked in yet, and then they closed at 5, so it was stuck. But went in and got some presents today, and by presents I mean all things I bought for myself, so you know, whatever, but treat yourself. I got a lovely note from the IRS, and I'm opening, I'm like, God, I'm getting audited. I know I'm getting audited. Like, I pay my taxes. I swear I'm honest. And then it was like, you can get cheap healthcare. And I'm like, oh, never mind, I'm good. Got that through work. So my packages, I forgot I was getting this. This is my Fiber of the Month Club from Paradise Fibers. It came in this really cute, like, fall themed bag. Although I think the jar, I'm hoping there's supposed to be like fairy lights in the jars and not fireflies, because if there's supposed to be fireflies, someone has absolutely no idea who made this package, like when fireflies actually come out, because ain't no fireflies in Virginia in November. So let's go ahead and open that and see what's inside. I actually have last month's Fiber Club sitting in the car as well. I had opened that on camera when I was prepping for the Fiber Festival and doing that video. And then obviously never posted that video, and then never even took my stuff in the car, in the house. All right, let's pull out the cards, see what we got going on. Ooh. Oh, I don't know, like my little spoiler emails from Paradise Fibers have not been coming through. So I don't know if they stopped doing that or if I'm just not getting them anymore. But it is the Out of the Dark box. That is super cute. Although I'm seeing a lot of yellow and blue. That's not really my color scheme, but whatever. Our fibers this month are a smooth 19 count merino that's a bit finer than our standard fare. A new favorite, 25 micron count mohair. I don't like mohair, but I've never spun with mohair, so I'll give it a chance. And a bright spark of electric yellow fire star to set it all off. You get an extra 20% off of the new PF dyed mohair and dyed. I should get some fire star though, so I could do some bats or some art bats. And then you also get 10% off fiber with the club code. And then, oh, their checkout system can now accept multiple discount codes, so combine them to double down on savings. So it doesn't work with like everything, but apparently like the club code will stack with other savings. So that's really nice. So it looks like we got a good variety of stuff in here. This must be the mohair. So that's the mohair. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be fun to spin with. It's got like it's a very hairy texture. It's a nice staple length. But it's so strange. When I was at the Fiber Festival, the last Fiber Festival, I got to meet a cashmere goat and then an Angora goat, which, oh my God, I want to imagine cashmere goat now, like so bad. I can't even imagine how expensive they are. But a mohair goat, like mohair goat, and Angora goat, they're so soft. And I'm like, how is your fur when it comes off so like not soft? But anyway, got some yellow. Nice and bright. Again, not really like, it's not my color, but it's a pretty color yellow if you like yellow. And I love these like little bags. I always reuse them. Eventually, I mean, they don't last very long. They eventually like split up the sides or whatever. But they are really nice for holding a little bit of fiber on the go when you're spinning. And then I'll even, like, these are a little bit small, but like the ones with a slightly longer loop, I'll put it around my wrist and use it as like a, oh my God, what, like a distaff. Like a hanging one. And then we got another color of merino. Still not my color, but that's a really pretty gold. That's nice. It's a little bit more orangey. And we got our blue colors. That's a really pretty like navy color. That one's nice. It's very like starry night, starry sky, starry night, whatever that painting is called, color scheme, which was actually the theme of the box not that long ago. And I just finished spinning up that fiber. Ooh, that's a snazzy color. It's more like I can't even tell sitting in the car. It's like, they said it's blue, but it's like, maybe almost like a little periwinkly. It's all merino, so it's soft. There's my little ploof of fire star. It is like
don't even know if I want to take it out. It is, whew, that is neon. Like, the camera's not even doing it justice. Like, it is, like, glow in the dark yellow. Pop that back in, because I'm going to be covered in Firestar. There we go. And last, our little Notion bag with our cinnamon tea, a tape measure, which I always lose my tape measure, so I'll actually add that to my little knitting bag right here. And some tiny sticker this month. So cute. And then just a plain, oh no, it does have a light bulb on it. Like, it's a light bulb stitch marker. So, like, it's a light bulb marker with a light bulb on it. Oh my gosh. Focus. Focus. Okay. Anyways, you can see it. So super cute. All right, so that was the surprise, because I forgot that I got that in the mail, or should be getting that in the mail. And then the thing that I was actually expecting, I'm going to slow this down, be careful, is my package from Premier Yarns. There were some colors that I needed for some plushies that they didn't have in, like, my normal yarns. And so I ordered some Premier. I've never actually ordered. Ooh. Oh, we almost sliced and diced the wrong thing here, guys. So I ordered some to see how I liked it, because, like, everybody else uses it. Not that I want to be like everybody else, but if they think it's decent, then whatever. So I had a plan for all this, and I don't remember what the plan is, because I'm, like, staring at some white sparkly. Why did I get white sparkles? I don't know. But I got some Parfait Chunky Glitz. It's a nice white color. So, in theory, it's a size 6. It feels a lot thinner than my other size 6 yarn. I think when you actually look at, like, reps per inch and stuff, the things that they're saying are, like, bulky and super bulky are, like, not actually that bulky. I think yarn's losing weight, guys. Anyways, it's really soft though. So I got some glitzy white. I got pink lemonade. It's like upside down. I have to put it upside down for me to be able to read it. I got, again, why did I get this color? I had a plan. There's a plan. There was actually a plan. I got key lime. This is another chunky. This is chocolate. Nice dark brown. I gotta go back and look at my patterns. I got some pom-pom. So this is the color ultraviolet. It's purple. I remember what that one was for. This one is electric blue. I like the little specklies in it. I got another glitzy green color. This is sage glitz. This is sparkles. Got some little bunny in white, just like a fuzzy. I hate fuzzy yarns. Why did I get this? I know why I got this. I think it's gonna be cool. I got another glitzy white. The white in the pom-pom. It's called Let's Glow. Like little confetti sparkles. And I got toffee. This is the one I'm most excited about. I'm going to tell you about my plans for it in a minute. Oh no. It really wants to be crocheted. It's already like throwing its tag off. Okay. Oh. My poor yarn. Got stuck. Anyway, so this is toffee. So that's the side because I actually want that to work on today. And then I got that's pretty. This is Ruby. It's a little more pink. I thought it was gonna be like a deep. I don't know. What do you guys think? It looks more like a deep red than, or a deep pink than a red to me. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if like I'm partially colorblind. And then tangerine. Why did I only get one tangerine? Should have gotten at least two. I don't know. But that's what I got. That's my haul. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. That's a reasonable amount of yarn, right? Normal people, 16. That's a normal amount of yarn, right? Like normal people buy this, right? Right? Okay, so post office is done. Check, check. Moving on to our next task of the day. All right, so next chore. I am visiting my sheep where they're now located. The person who owns this property is out of town for just a couple of days, and so I promised that I would check on my sheep, obviously, and her sheep, and her turkeys, and she has chickens. Can't really do much to help the chickens, because they're kind of free range, but let's see who we got. All right, we got water. So I don't think we'll need new water quite yet. Let's see what our whoop. Yeah, oh my goodness, she just stepped in the water. Hi, say hi to people. Yeah, so she moved her guys over into the field right next to mine. And she was like, so, you know, your ram might jump the fence because, you know, you should never have your ram right next to the ladies unless you're expecting an accident of some sort, but they're gonna be processed at the end of this month. So she's like, you know, if he jumps the fence, like, don't even worry about it, not a big deal. But I didn't tell her is that if there's anything that requires effort, he has absolutely no interest in it. So he's got plenty of his own ladies. I also forgot the corn. Oh my gosh. And so they're not gonna be very happy with me. They don't get a snack, but they have no hay. We're gonna get some hay. Let's check on these ladies. Make sure they have their water. They're like, we need to come back. There's no snacks. Oh, it looks like the old ladies are over here. Hi, beautifuls. Where's the water? Let me turn you around so you can see. Oh, they ran away from me. Where's their water? I know they have water over here somewhere. That's what happens when I don't pay attention to stuff. All right, I found the water. We're good. And let's see, we get this turned on. All right. So there was a conveniently located wheelbarrow for the hay. When I opened up the gate to put the wheelbarrow through, my guys, whoa, it's windy, all took off because they know where the corn is kept. Come on, guys. Nope. Gotta get back in. Thank you. Get out, 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 out. Get your head out. Nope, out, out. Come on, big girl. Going in. Nope. Nope, Pisces. Too old for this crap. Go inside. Okay, go. I'm gonna go get the dog. Come on. Let's go. Nope. Nope. Come on. Come on. Big girl. Go through the gate. Come on. Hey. Stop. Through the gate. Through the gate. Go. Go. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got him. All right, so that was like a really intense 3.5 minutes. Well, you saw 3.5 minutes of it. But yeah, so I opened the gate and they all ran out. And I'm like, oh, they just want to go like eat the yard. But apparently they knew exactly where the corn comes from. And they found a chicken feeder that, of course, had corn in it. Oh my gosh. I managed to find a partial bag of corn in my car, and that enticed them to come back. Now we're just getting the strings off the bale of hay. These are nice. They're like about 45 pounds, I guess, according to the guy who sold them to me. So they're really easy to get into the little hay feeder. I like to get the strings off. There we go. Ugh. All right. I always kind of laugh about the whole like farmers save everything mentality, which is probably not good for me to get into farming because like that's how I am anyway. But it's actually a door that she uses to cover the hay feeder with a couple bricks on top. So I need more than one hand to get this back on top. So I'll see you in a second. Ta-da! Like the little ladies next door want some too. Hi, pretty girls. So a couple of them, I think this one that's like right in front that's looking at us, are like 11 or 12 years old. Oh, that's the other one right there. And super old ladies. Oh my goodness. All right, so they have water. Their fence is open so they can get to their water. My guys have water. Both have hay. We had a horrible corn incident. What's the hi, Felicia? Hi, Felicia. Now like my nose is running and my foot hurts and my hand hurts and the mess. I dumped some corn on the ground just to get the rest out of my bag. So now they're all gathered around hoping for more. All right, so now we got a hi. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty boy. I don't have enough hands to also pet you. I can't film and pet, and you have scissors. Oh my goodness. All right, they really need names. If you guys have any recommendations for lamb names, put them in the comments below. There's my little boy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. All right, so we need to secure the fence. I know, like, super, super secure here, right? Oh, no, I'm stuck. Okay, hang on. All right, so now we just gotta check and make sure the turkeys have water and they're all set. not a ton left, so let's get the leaves clean. Oh, you guys need more water. All right, get you some water. And I gotta put the wheelbarrow back, and then we will be all set.
Welcome to my office. It is about 5:20 right now, and I just took a little dinner break. I've got about an hour until my next meeting. I've got some like computer-y type work I need to get back to working on in a minute, but I figured I'd talk to you for a second while there is nobody else in the office. So I ran out of battery this morning while I was recording at the car dealership. So I was there to get some tires, and it was supposed to take like an hour and a half, and it ended up taking like 3.5 hours. Whatever, it was fine. We got it all done, but I got some crocheting done in the process. So the first thing I worked on was this, and I got it all finished. Okay. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do a second one in another color. And so I picked out the sparkly green color, and I did this. You know, I'm really amazed at, these are the same yarns, kind of sort of. This has sparkles in it, but they're both Premier Parfait Chunky. And this one was a little bit shreddy. You saw how I was struggling with the magic loop to get that closed. And it was really slippery to work with. And so like my hands were like cramping because it's hard to like hold the yarn. But then this one, it's not quite as soft because it has the sparkle in it, but it was a lot easier to work with because it had a little bit more grip to it. And then once I finished that, I moved on to making one of these. So this was my big project last night. It's kind of hard to tell the shape of it without the stuffing in it. But I made 3 of these last night, and then I made like the base in one round last night as well. And so I stuck this in my bag, and so I was working on this and finished it at the dealership too. And again, same yarn, just different color. It was less slippery than this one, but more slippery than this one. I don't know what it is with like the different colors of yarn. It just, some of them feel different than others. I don't know, it's weird. I found the same with like the white velvet yarn from Bernat. It shreds and is like a different texture, and it feels a little thinner than the other colors. It's weird. Anyway, so then I was working on this, finished that, and then I was still bored. So then I decided to make another one of those. And so I got that far in it. Can you guys tell what I'm making? So those are the 3 bases there for one project, like 3 versions of one project, different colors. And then this is for another project. See if you can guess what I'm making. All right, so I'm gonna go spend like 30 minutes putting things into the computer, and then I might work on, there's a training series I'm working on, like doing, I guess it's like a little class. And so I might keep watching videos for that and then finish working on this. All right, back to work, people.
All right, so I just ran into Joann's to get some more of this speckly yarn, and I'm waiting for, you can see my big backpack here. I'm waiting for my Starbucks, and so I just started a chicken. You gotta find any little time to work, I'm telling you.
Okay. So what do you do when there is no more room to get organized? probably finish up some projects so you don't have as much junk sitting around. At least that's my guess anyway. So today is Saturday, I think November 18th, somewhere around there. About, I don't know, somewhere between noon and 1, probably closer to 1 at this point. I went to work this morning. I had a rehearsal that I had to attend, and then I had some paperwork I had to get out of the way, and so I was there for a little bit. And then I stopped on the way home and got lunch at Mi Jalisco, got myself a little vegetarian burrito. It was delicious. Shared it with the dogs, of course, because I could never finish it all by myself. And then now I'm upstairs to try to get some work done. I've got the whole afternoon free. I might stop and get some coffee or something later, but nothing else is calling my time. So let's get some stuff done. So the first thing I did was go ahead and this last round of yarn that I got, I dragged it all upstairs. So that included the chicken speckle yarn I got from Michael's yesterday. You saw that when I was in 2 days ago, yesterday. I can't remember, it's all blurring together at this point. But you saw it when it was sitting in my car behind me while I was getting my Starbucks. And then I had that order from Premier Yarn, which we're gonna talk more about it later because I've used a pretty good chunk of it so far. And then I had an order from Michael's that came in, which was the chenille, home chenille slim, something like that. I got a whole box of that. And I tried piling it in my little yarn space that I created over there, but I ran out of room. So I just put it all in a box, which is like off camera over here. It wouldn't even fit on camera. I'm not trying to hide it from you. It just, there's no more room. But yeah, so the next thing I want to get organized, since I gave up on organizing the yarn piece. Guys, my safety eyes. How, if you do any amigurumi sort of things and you have safety eyes, what do you do with them? Like I've seen some people who have like those like toolbox cabinets with like the little plastic drawers that come out, and I like that idea. And I like the fact that you can like pull out a drawer and take it with you, but I don't like the idea of the fact that the whole thing's not transportable and all it takes is one flail to send the whole thing flying across the room and you are toast. So what I got, I'm gonna try. This was from Michael's. They had a sale on their like organization the other day, so I got one of these. There are, I think, 32 little boxes, and it's supposedly spill proof. So it's got like the little grooves in the lid that line up down here. So if it does get like, you know, dropped or something, dog decides it's a Frisbee, whatever, it's not gonna spill anywhere. Because what I'm working with right now. So I had ordered these guys off Amazon. There's like 5 different sizes in here and they're really cute. They're the ones with the little, can't get one out, with like the little dots on them, which I'm actually kind of, I don't remember which container I pulled this out of. 1, 2, 3, I think it's that one. Oh, see, it's terrible. I think these are my favorite safety eyes. So I've actually gotten a whole bunch of them off of online in bulk, but they're not, ooh, sorry, I kicked the camera, but they're not gonna be here for a while. So I'm a little bit nervous about how close it's gonna be to the market because obviously I don't, so some people do all their crocheting and then they leave their eyes till last. So after everything's like filled, you can put the eyes in and it looks really good because you can place them really accurately, because sometimes the shape of the creature can change once you put the polyfill in, but they basically just like hot glue it and stick it in. I really prefer using the backs. I haven't had any trouble with my backs pulling out. And there's somebody who's doing it where they took like a, what was like a plastic mesh or something, and they cut like a little square out of it and then they popped the safety eye through it and then put the washer behind it. So it will definitely never pull out. I don't have any of that. But yeah, so anyway, so I was nervous about not having enough eyes for the market. That was the whole point of this. I was like, where was I going with that? I knew there was a purpose. So I decided I was gonna order a little bit more off these, off Amazon, just because I'd run out of some sizes. And I thought I had just ordered 1 package. It turns out I had ordered 2 packages. So I don't know if that was a mistake because I put one in the cart, forgot, put another one in the cart, and then bought them both, or if I thought ahead and was like, I'm really gonna need a lot, and so I ordered 2. I don't know what I was thinking, but I have 2. And these, the cases are pretty nice, except for something went sideways with this one and the little clip right here broke off. So this doesn't actually like clip into place. And so I've been keeping it in my little mesh, I have a bunch of these like little organza mesh bags that I use for all kinds of things. And so I've been like keeping it in there in case it spills. And I've had luck so far. It hasn't spilled yet, but it's making me nervous. And the little bags, the backs come in, they've got a little bit of sticky. It's wearing off now. They fold over. And so again, I've had pretty good success not losing anything out of here. But the ones that I'm more worried about, I have like this extra little hair right there. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm a mess. That's okay. So the other ones that I got off Amazon, I wanted some like plain black safety eyes, and so I got a whole like assortment, and I don't know if you can tell, but like there's some gigantic ones, and it goes all the way down to like the super little ones, like down in that corner. And then I also had, I'm not a huge fan of them. I haven't used them on anything yet, but they're like the little colored eyes. So those are kind of cute. Like I said, I haven't done a project yet where they like make sense, but there's a bunch of different colors. There's just like a clear, green, brown, blue, and red. So I have those. But one of the things that I don't like about this particular pack is, especially in the larger sizes, everything's mix and match. And so it's not organized by size because they couldn't fit like 2 of these big ones in a hole. So rather than putting it by itself, they put the big one with like some smaller ones, and it gets really tricky when the sizes aren't like super different. I guess those are super different, but I don't know. I just can't tell what size all the eyes are, and it's driving me crazy. Oh my gosh, I keep kicking this. I'm so sorry. It's driving me absolutely crazy because I can't figure out which eye is which. And then if you look at it closely like this, like you see they're sticking up. I can't get the lid closed right. And then in addition to that, it does have the little clippies that click into place. The backing bags aren't resealable. So like I pulled off the edge, but I can't like bring it with me anywhere. And so I was gonna put them in like a zipper bag, but I don't like it. It's driving me crazy. And there's 2 different sizes. Oh no, I've just spilled them. There's 2 different sizes. These are the bigger ones, I think. And they also don't tell you which backings match which safety eye. So I've just been kind of like stuffing it in, and if it doesn't fit, then size up sort of thing. And then I had also gotten like these sparkly safety eyes. Okay, so these, I think are also off Amazon if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you can see it's clear, and some of these actually have like a protective film on them, I guess. I don't know, but look at that. Okay, they're kind of clear. And they have these like little sparkly doodads that you stick through. And so now they look like that. But they're, again, in these packages like this. And once you open them, like all is lost because it has the eye, the backing, and the little sparkle disc, like all in one. So we're gonna see if we can organize some of our eyes into here. Even if we can't put them all in here, we're gonna try our best. And what I wanna do, probably not today because I don't wanna procrastinate, like I just wanna get some stuff done. I wanna put like a little sticker, like either on here or maybe on like the back. You can't see that. Or on like the back of each container that has what size it is. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna go get organizing, and I'll be back in a minute. So I'm not sure how long that actually took me. It's like a little after 3 right now, like 3:04, but my eyes are all kind of sort of organized. The system kind of broke down. I don't know. So I don't know. They might not be perfect. And I think I'm missing a package of backings because the plain eyeball ones were, according to like my little Amazon order, the picture on Amazon, had 3 different sizes of backings. And I'm pretty sure I had 3 packs of backings at some point, but I only had 2 that I dumped in just now. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open and hope that I come across my other pair of backs, or my other packaging of backings. They might be downstairs in my room somewhere. So now we have some time to actually do some crochet. What do I wanna do? I know what I wanna do. I think I know what I wanna do. Okay, so we are gonna start with these guys. All right, looks like this one I still need to weave the end in a little bit so it doesn't poke out. But does anyone have a guess? Get your guesses in now as to what this little guy is going to be. Guesses? All right, let's pick out a color. Is that the one I want to start with? Yes. Okay. I think, let's hide this one because I'm really excited about that project too. I think I'm gonna do this. Now I've got another project I want to use this one with too. I've got like 2 more projects I want to use this one with. I really like this pom-pom look. I'm really excited to give it a try. This Parfait Chunky does not go very far. So like I got 2.5 of these out of 1, and another project that I'm working on, I got, oh no, there it is. 1, 2, and that's what was left. That's it. So these don't go very far. So I'm thinking I might want to, as soon as I use like a couple more of these and know what I like, put in another order. I don't really like putting in another order when I have all of that going on back there. But it takes a few days to come in, obviously. And my market's coming up really soon. And I don't want to run out because I just got these like 1 roll, 1 ball as a tester. I don't know what to do. Let's do this project. Let's do this project and then we'll check back in to see how much of this I have left. Okay. All right, so there's how it looks with some stuffing. Now the instructions specifically say to not overstuff because you can lose the stitch definition, but it feels like really squishy to me. I wish there was a way to like define that little layer right there, but adding more like makes it worse. I don't know, this is a pattern by Wonder Crochet. You can probably guess what it is, and also it's kind of in the background. So I have no idea why Wonder Crochet would be watching this video, but if you're out there and you see this, oh, I just dinged again, got another work email. If you see this, am I doing it right? Any suggestions? But look at how cute he is so far. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Oh look, he's all finished. Can you tell it's an ice cream cone? It just needs a little mouth, but I figure I'll do a bunch of projects and then go back and do all the embroidery at the end. His layers are actually coming up better on camera than they're showing in real life. And I'm actually kind of wondering, there's a row in here that's like through the front loop that helps with the shaping. And I'm wondering if I were to take some yarn and after I finish like the next row, go through the back loop that's unworked and like cinch it in a little bit more. I'm wondering if that would like help it like hold its shape a little bit. Yeah, he's super cute. And then there's also a part in the pattern for a little cherry. So that's actually what I was thinking with this stuff, but I used it all on here. So I might have to order more or get a different color red for a cherry. Maybe I need a brighter color for a cherry. I don't know. But we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I had a lot of fun making this guy. So I'm probably going to have the goal of knocking out the other 4 tonight. I think, I can't remember, like he like sits up and everything. I can't remember, where's my notebook, found my notebook, how many ice creams I wanted to make. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 on my list. I remember. I was worried about running out of this color because I needed it for another pattern. However, so I have this and I have 1 more of this, but I had also ordered some, I'm in my giant box of yarn over here. I had also ordered a similar color in the Chenille Home Slim, and it's like the exact same yarn. This one, the colors are identical. This one's a little bit heavy. I mean, they're both size 5. No, both size 6. I think they're both size 6. Oh no, avalanche. Yeah, they're both size 6. This guy's just a little bit plushier. So I'm thinking, because I'm using the Premier yarn for like the top of the ice cream, that I don't think I'd feel bad if I went ahead and finished these 2 guys up doing the ice cream cones. But I have 4 so far. I got 2.5. Yeah, I should be able to make it. Okay, so anyway, so I'll definitely do the ice cream tops for the 4 cones I already have made, and then I'll make a decision later, depending on what time it is, if I want to do some more cones. But I think it's a really great way to finish off my Saturday. Sun's starting to go down. I think I might go get some coffee. I feel like there's something else I was supposed to get while I was out. Can't remember. All right, I'll go get coffee, try to remember. Oh, stuffing. I have my stuffing in the car. I have a small bag up here that I'm going through, but my giant like 5 or 10 pound box is in my car. So I was gonna get my car when I went out to get coffee. So, all right, check back in later. All right, so it's a little after 10 o'clock right now. Anya came up and laid on the floor and took a little nap. But Moose is now outside losing his mind. So I'm gonna go get him and Pippa and bring them in. But I finished, where's his eyeballs? I finished 2 more little guys. I got a little crazy. I think it was this one. I think I over cinched his cone a little bit, but that's okay. I think I got the sweet spot with this one right here. So it was like, they're 2 different sizes, but no, I think they're about the same. So I made these 2 guys, this one, and this one today. So very happy with that progress. Again, I still have to put their mouths on. And some of them are gonna get a little cherry as well. Maybe all get a cherry. We'll see what happens. So that's it for Saturday. And I'll check back in hopefully tomorrow. Hey guys, it is now Sunday afternoon, like 3:15-ish, somewhere around there. It's been a really slow start to the day. I ended up staying up last night until like 3:30-ish. Sometime I went to bed somewhere time between 3:30 and 4. But what I got done, I got cutie. He's got these little leaves up there. I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to sit, but they're super cute. And he still needs his mouth, as do the other ones. But I did 1, 2, and then I did a 3rd one. It was actually the 2nd one that I did. I was experimenting because I was like, I don't know if I like how close their eyes are to their arms and if they need like more room right here. So I made a taller guy. I actually think the little squat one's cuter. So I think we're gonna stick with the original pattern, but he is super cute as well. So I got 3 of those guys done. And then I also got 2 of my frogs done as well. Again, still need faces, but I figure I'll just wait until I have a bunch of stuff that needs a face and then do it all at one time to be a little bit more efficient. But yay, got 2 of those guys done as well. These sold really well at the last market. I put out 2 because they were finished, sold almost immediately. And then the next 2, as soon as I finished the face on one, like I was still holding it and sewing, and a little girl's like, how much is that? I think I told you guys this already. So she bought it right away. And then somebody else, I had another one like sitting behind my display, and they're like, I want that one. So I just like sit and sew the face on it right there too. It's a lot of pressure when people are watching you work, especially when they've already given you their money. So got those 2 guys done. I'm feeling little. Like I want, like these guys are great to work on last night. I mean, I made 5 things, so I feel like really great with that. I want some really easy wins today. So I think I'm gonna go with some like $5 small items. I also need to make a pop squid for one of my friends at work. I think I'm gonna start with the little tiny octos. I'll show you what they look like as soon as I finish one, but I just pulled a bunch of different colors of my velvet yarn. This is a size 5, and I use a 4mm hook with it. I thought I used a 5mm hook. The one I had in my hand's a 4mm. I think I used a 4mm hook. I only used like 2 hooks, but now I'm a little panicky because I just ordered new hooks off Amazon. So I'm like, what happens if I lose one of these? Then like, I'm gonna die because I love these. They're the red tulip ones. I think I ordered the wrong size. That's okay, we just can't lose this one. It's fine, it's fine. So anyways, so 4mm hook. I brought out 9 of my velvet colors that I liked the best. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna do 2 octos of each color. I think I have enough safety ice to do that. Should probably count. I'm not gonna count. I should probably count. Because I wanna do some other stuff too. Guys, I needed to have ordered more safety eyes. No, I think there's enough. I think the size, no, those are 6mm. We'll make one. Let's make one and then we'll make a decision. How about that? Forget the plan. We're gonna make the plan up as we go. So, mini octos, here we go. So that took absolutely forever between the dogs barking in the background and my yarn vomit, but there's my little octo. And I did buy, I ordered off of Amazon some like keychain hooks. So maybe I'll just do, Brutus, maybe I'll just do like one, Brutus. If they can find like the smallest piece of crinkly plastic on the floor, they will. They make so much noise. Anyway, so maybe I'll just do one of each color, and then when my keychains come in, I'll do a second round. But it's a 6mm eye. That's not bad. I think that's kind of cute. All right. I hate the yarn vomit. So maybe what I'll do is, as I use these velvet yarns, it's horrible. Maybe I'll go ahead and cake them after I've done I want to say unicorn, the octopus in that color. I'll cake it up, and maybe that'll help me go a little bit faster as well. All right, I'm gonna get going and I'll check in when I have some octos. All right, so I think it's like 9:17-ish when I just looked at the clock, and I am so tired and ready for bed. I got like nothing done. I got a little bit done, but not an impressive amount. I made octos in the 9 velvet colors I had pulled out of my stash. I'm still trying to figure out the eyes on these guys. I swear each one has like their eyes in a different spot. But whatevs, they're all cute and squishy, and that's all that matters. Yep, so 9 different colors. I'm kind of glad I did just 1 of each color and not 2 of each color, mostly because I think I would have gotten bored like halfway through, and so making the one set works really well. I'll probably go back and make another set or do some with keychains, but I've got some other like mini patterns that I found that I thought would be cute, including like a little turtle. I don't know if a turtle would be, like I usually sell these guys for $5. Looking at my timing and how long it took me to do 9, $5 is not enough. But I kind of feel bad for like, not really feel bad, but like we get a lot of kids who come to the markets and like they get like a $5 like treat or whatever. And so I would hate for a kid to be able to come to my booth and be like, oh my gosh, this stuff's so cute, but then only have $5 to spend and not be able to afford anything. And so I feel like Squish Squish is fair for $5. Again, I just need to crochet faster. But one of the things that I did too, as I was finishing up the velvet, I took the time to wind everything. And honestly, that's actually probably what took up most of the time, is winding the stupid velvet yarn, and it would like yarn barf and tangle, and it was horrible. But it's all wound now, except for one skein, which I haven't made very much out of it, and it was still kind of intact. And my ball winder doesn't handle these really big skeins very well. We get to the end, I have to like pull this little thing that sticks up with a little circle, and you put the yarn through it. It's like the yarn guide, I have to like physically pull it back a little bit as I'm tensioning the yarn in order to get it to finish. So I just decided to save this one until I make a couple more things out of it. So I think the octos are going to be where I stop tonight. I'm just tired. My hands are kind of crampy. I forgot to tell you earlier, I think I like started saying it and then got distracted. But the reason why my hair is a mess and like my makeup's like melting from this morning is I went to go check on the sheep, and they're good. Their fleeces are coming in so nicely, and they're all adorable. They're doing well right now. But last week, a couple weeks ago, I can't remember when, the person who is boarding my sheep right now, she needed a few more bales of hay for her guys, which are actually going to be processed a couple days from now. But she needed some more hay, and she found this guy who lives near me who was selling hay for a reasonable amount of money. And so she was like, you know, do you want to, like, if I bring my trailer, do you want to get hay and we'll just like load it up? And so in exchange for her letting me use her trailer and her labor, I paid for all of her hay. And so she could just use as much of it as she wanted until her sheep are gone, which her sheep didn't eat very much hay. I think they've still been like munching on what's left of the grass. So I feel a little bit bad that she didn't get as much out of the deal. But you know, whatever. It's the intention was there. But anyway, so it was all the hay has been sitting in her trailer. And so over like the last week or whatever, as I needed hay, I just pulled it out of the trailer, but we really needed to get it out of the trailer and into the barn so that she could use the trailer for her sheep when they go to get processed. So I went over there today and I was like, hey, I got some time. Do you wanna? And so I was tossing bales of hay out of the trailer, and she was stacking it in the barn, and I am so weak. And so like this stuff is like stacked higher than my head, and they're like 45-ish pound bales. So they weren't like super, super heavy. The one time I bought 75-pound bales, that was a mistake. I'm like, that's only 20 pounds more than the 55-pound ones I normally get, right? So I can totally lift that. It was a struggle. The 45-pound ones weren't too bad. But she was like standing like 3 or 4 bales up. And so in order to get the bales up to her, I had to like lift them over my head. I'm so weak. I'm so weak. And then like my hands hurt because I was stupid and didn't bring gloves because I don't even know where my gloves are right now. And so from having to like grab the twine and like sling it, like I think I have like little micro cuts or something on my hands because they hurt. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, I'm being melodramatic here. It's not that bad. But like it feels like I have a bunch of tiny paper cuts all over my fingers. So I gotta be careful not to like dip them in it. Oh, okay, so I recently ordered some I can't even think anymore, undyed yarn because I was out of some of my bases. And that's probably a good thing because could you imagine doing like little micro cuts dipped in like vinegar and citric acid? That's probably not going to feel too great. So I should like moisturize and let my hands rest for a few days before I do any more dyeing. So my hands are like all crampy now from slinging hay and from making little tiny octopi. So I don't know what to do, and I'm really tired. I did change into my pajamas. I've just been sitting up here and crocheting and watching Nitty Natty. I used to be really good about like keeping up with all my favorite like podcasts and stuff, but I kind of like fell behind on that a little bit, but I'm getting caught back up, so it's all good. I think tonight, kind of, I just go crawl in the bed, even though it's only 9 o'clock, and go to sleep. But my other option, I think I might, oh my gosh, my yarn is like collapsing. Working on chickens, and so those are really easy. So I finished, it's under here somewhere. I finished a speckle chicken, the back of it, and then I have to do the little tail and then close it up and then do the head, and then put the face on it, obviously. But that one's at like stuffing time. So I don't want to take that downstairs because I'd have to bring like my stuffing and stuff down. So I think I might bring this one and then work on it. I really like this yarn for a chicken. I don't know if you can tell. It's neutral, but it's like slightly speckly. So I'll probably bring this one down. I don't think I'll have enough here to make 2 chickens, but I should have enough to make 1. See, I'm so tired. You can tell when I get tired because I can't like finish a thought. So I'm gonna grab another color of yarn from my hoard over here. I bought just barely see it at the very top up here. It's a blanket yarn, and it's like a really soft gray. Like it feels a lot softer than the other blanket yarns from Bernat. So I bought it simply because I like the way that it felt. And here Ivan's shaking. He just woke up from his little nappies in the room. He was the only dog privileged enough to come in with me because the rest were being obnoxious. But anyway, so I might grab that color and put it in my bag as well. And then that way I have 2 projects to work on tomorrow. And yeah. All right, so I'll probably end the video for this week here, just on Sunday, so it rounds it out really nicely. So anyway, we are making progress, and I'm super excited to see how big of an inventory I can build before we get to the next market, which I keep thinking in my head is December 5th. Something's got to be happening on December 5th. Does anyone know what's going on December 5th? Because that date is in my head for some reason. But I think the market's actually like December 10th or something. So, making progress. Not a lot of progress. Progress is being made. So we'll see what we can do next week. All right, check you guys later.